Hey, welcome back to Finland, and this is Winter War, and it's now time for an update video because we've crossed over into the next day in this operation, which, surprisingly, is December 4th, 1939. And the reason for that is I had, I for some reason got confused. I had assumed that this operation would follow the days in sequence, but no. The way the mod maker created this mod, Winter War, is it only touches upon certain specific and important days in Winter War. So from November 30th, 1939, we jumped to December 4th. After this day concludes, the next day in the operation will be December 8th, and after that, December 12th. So that has a couple of important consequences. Number one being, at the beginning I had mentioned that I would play this operation for 7 days, terminating on December 7th, 1939. Well, I'm not sure yet, but I don't think that's going to quite be the case. I think what I'll do instead is I'll play it up until December 8th, 1939, and maybe call it quits around that time. The reason for that is I was doing some research online on Winter War, and it turns out, and this is actually quite amazing, the Finns managed to repel the superior and larger Soviet army for months, and it wasn't until February 11th that the Soviets managed to crash through at Suma, which is right here. That's where my supply depot is at. But that's all the way until February 11th. Up until that time, it was back and forth fighting on the Mannerheim Line. The Soviets would capture a small town. The Finns would recapture it back. The Finnish winter came in, and the Soviet advance stalled, and so they got bogged down, and no progress was made for the most part. And so it's actually another reason why I'm glad I chose the invasion for my operation. So so this is what we're gonna play. The next day is today, December 4th, as I just said. After this will be December 8th. And if you guys remember back to the first video I made, we had already anticipated that on December 4th we would be receiving reinforcements, and here they are. It is the Kete Osasto 11/11D and the Usikirko. But yeah, and actually let's skip ahead so we can check out what happens on December 8th. So let's go into the future, and you see that on December 8th we get more reinforcements. We get one at Suma. It is the Osasto 5, and down here at Sevasto we get the Osasto 4th. So we have some other troops coming to support us 4 days from now, but it is December 4th right now. So what I went ahead and did is I was planning on continuing my defense at Raja Joki, Mainila, and Lipola, but sort of to mix it up, what I did was I retreated my troops off those maps. So here is the Lipola group, the Muola group, and the Usikirko group. So I backed off those places that we were playing previously, and now that reinforcements have come in, I'm going to do a little tango here. So reinforcements, move up to the front. Guys who were there fighting before, move back. Let's do the same thing over here. You guys take a hike, get some rest. You guys, time for some action. And Lipola group, there's no one backing you up, so you're stuck. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, we're anticipating reserves at Sevastu 1 day from now, so we should cover this southern section nicely. Not too worried about that. And we also have Suma coming in. And as I said, by December 6th, we were actually supposed to be on the Mannerheim Line, so we are pretty much following history here. Yeah, we're right on pace, and I think we're actually ahead of schedule, because technically I could have stayed here and defended those cities, but I want to see some more of this operation since it's so short. So I want to check out these other maps, some more terrain, interesting fights, and that's that. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, let's hit execute. Let's see what happens. Oh, they chased us. So they chased... Oh, no, they didn't. Yeah, they chased us. They came up north. And now we're in Teddy Joki. Ooh, that's a cool one. Teddy Joki. And it is the 70th Rifle Division against my RVP Usikirko group. It looks like a cavalry group. I see a horse here, so that's nice. That'll be fun. And the Osasto 11th that moved into action will now face the 43rd Rifle Division. Ooh, and they chased my Lipola group. Or I'm sorry, my Lipola group. And it is now fighting against the 90th Rifle. Let's hit next. First battle there. It is at Valkjarvi. And so yeah guys, hope you're enjoying this one, and I'll see you there. It is now December 4th, 1939. Let's continue with Winter War.